Hello again, this is Sandra Hart at Life Over 60. Today we're going to be talking about happiness and joy. Do you know the difference? Hi, I'm going to read to you the difference between joy and happiness. And it's important to know the difference of being happiness and finding joy. Happiness is an emotion in which we experience feelings from contentment to satisfaction, bliss, and pleasure. Whereas joy is a stronger, less common emotion. And the lack of joy can cause us to feel a sense of lack in our lives and actually can lead to a deep depression if we cannot find that joy in life every day. These sometimes, if we allow it, really rob us of our joy. So I'm going to give you 3 simple steps today to help you find that joy again. For one thing, before we even start on the first 3 things, Instagram and Facebook are wonderful tools for reaching out and connecting with our friends. But don't believe everything that you see on Instagram and everything you read on Facebook. And I've talked about this before, because Instagram and Facebook are not reality. People aren't going to post the bad things that happen in their everyday life on either one of these social platforms. I enjoy both of them, but when I look at them realistically and know that behind those pictures on Instagram, behind those posts on Facebook, is something called reality. And reality is what is not on those pages. So before I start, I want you to remember that just don't take it seriously. And quite honestly, even on YouTube, what you see on YouTube, it really is not reality, because everyone like you has a backstory, including me and all of the other people that you watch on YouTube. No one has a perfect life. Sometimes the older we get, the harder it is to find joy, isn't it? We think that life is going to be hunky-dory after we retire and when we get in our late 50s, 60s, or 70s. Because we are free, our children are grown, we can sleep in if we want, we can plan our day as we like. But sometimes that isn't reality. Most times we have a real life, and sometimes that real life does maybe make us put on our joy-blocking blinders. It does happen. Illness can happen. Our grown children have problems. Perhaps we've been living on a fixed income and it's not working out that well. Whatever it is that is robbing you of your joy, it doesn't have to hang around like a wet blanket or a gray cloud over your head. You can work through it. The first thing that I do is that I recognize it. If I have a problem or if I have something that is blocking my joy, I don't put it under a rug and I don't throw it in the refrigerator and close the door and think, well, tomorrow I'll open that door and I'll think about it. I don't want to be Scarlett O'Hara. I face it, I accept it, and I walk straight into it. But I don't just let it stay there. I take steps, logical steps that I know, baby steps that I know, that I can do to help me get back my joy. And the only way I'm going to do that is to try to fix the problem. Most things in life are fixable. So facing your problem, accepting it, walking into it, and seeing what you can do to correct it is the very, very first step in finding your joy. If you don't walk into it and try to find a solution to it, you will never, ever find your joy. Trust me. The second thing you can do to help find your joy is to accept a challenge. And that challenge that you take on should be something to help build your self-esteem. Whether it's just taking charge of your self-survival needs, getting rid of bad habits, eating a better diet, getting more exercise to make you feel better, doing something that you've always wanted to do that you know will build your self-esteem. It could be something just as simple as getting enough sleep every night. Try to get regular sleep. And when you sleep, if you can't sleep, put on some nice music, or what I do is if you have an Alexa, and if you don't, but you can always put on rain sounds or do something that you know is going to help you get a good night natural sleep. All of these things, believe it or not, will help unblock that joy that you have been looking for. And the third thing that really is important is to forever take off those joy-blocking blinders. What do I mean by that? Well, it doesn't matter whether you write it, whether you use your keyboard, whether you talk into a recorder, talk into your iPhone. It really doesn't matter. But every single day, keep a gratitude journal. Keep it, write it before you go to bed at night, if that's what you want, or when you wake up in the morning. Think of all the things in your life. Forget about the stuff that's blocking your joy. Think about all the things that you should have joy for, that you have gratitude for. And everybody has something in their life. Everyone. I don't care how bad your life is. You have things every single day that you are grateful for. Whether it's waking up, whether it's seeing the sunshine, whether it's thank you, God, for the coffee that I'm drinking. Everyone has gratitude that they can be thankful for each and every day. If you do that at night, when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do is you look at your gratitude list and you go over it and you say, thank you. I am so very grateful for these. If you do your morning gratitude and you write in the morning, before you go to bed at night, you revisit that list, that gratitude list, and you say, oh, thank you, thank you. I thank you. I thank you for this day. I thank you for the wonderful meals that I've had. I thank you for my friends. I thank you for my health. I thank you for helping me find my joy. Simple as that. Nobody has a perfect life, and I've talked about that. But we can take these 3 basic steps every single day of our lives to help us every day find the joy. If we can't do that, and if we don't do that, we are not living our lives to the fullest, are we? And why waste one single day in this life? Because we are here for such a short blip in the scheme of things, that every single day should matter. And every single day, no matter what is going on in your life, you can take steps to help, little by little, take those joy blocker blinders off. Have a beautiful day today, and try to, no matter what's going on in your life, try to find those sweet morsels of joy and just hang on to those morsels every single day that you have. Be kind to yourself, be good to someone today, and share the love that you have. And by sharing that love, you are bringing up joy in your life, and you're spreading joy to other people. Have a great day, and I will see you in my next video.